Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of The Gungeon. In The Gungeon, as always, I want to thank everybody for the likes, subscribes, and comments. If you can continue to do that, that would be great. Also guys, I'm sorry that it's taken so long to get The Gungeon ready, but there was some technical difficulties that we ran into, so it's taken a little longer than what I really wanted to take it, but we finally got it almost where we need it, and we'll be adding things more and more every day. Every week I'll add more things to it. But right now I'm going to give you a rundown of the room. So here we go. As you come in, we have up top the wall of guns/knives. And I'm going to turn on one of my favorite things up here. This is my Punisher symbol right here. I love that thing. Look at that light up, guys. Check that out. Isn't that great? And look, I'm going to do a little light shut off and we get a little red action on it. Isn't that wonderful? So that was part of the changes that me and my wife, which I want to say, and I want to thank my wife. A lot of things you're going to see in here today, guys, she came up with the idea, not me. I am just the brawn, she is the brains. So she came up with everything. All I did was just put it together with her. But all these things that I'm going to show you here shortly was her idea. So I hope everybody likes it. And please give her a couple of shouts out and comments too in some of my comments and write some good things about her. And maybe she could do some of these things for you. Anyway, here we go. All right, so like I showed you, we have a few guns here on the wall. These are my older guns. I got a Henry Golden Boy here. I got a Mini 14. I got a Remington there. I got an Italian Carcano, guys, that I purchased around right before Christmas, actually. I bought this Italian Carcano. The only thing I'm missing off it, actually, is the bayonet. Still trying to find one. They're kind of hard to find around here. I've looked all over the place. But, hey, guys, I'm still looking. Anyway, then below we have my knife collection that we put over here too. As you remember before, in the old room, we had everything in glass cases. Well, now I've mostly put everything on the wall, got some different furniture in here, and changed some things up. So here's my knife collection as part of it. Then we're going to pan a little bit more over to the right here, and this is my computer system where everything is done. Do it, guys. We panned around here a little bit, and some good things happened this year, and I got my firearms license, so now I can buy and sell firearms, which you can see that there, ammunition or anything else. Hit me in the comments if you want something. Let me know what it is, where you live. Ask me some questions, and I can help you out with it. So we're going to turn a little bit, pan to the left a little bit more. And I'm going to swing around here for a second. Now, this is a special piece here, guys. My wife has made this for me. Anyway, this whole piece actually will rotate. Okay, completely rotate into a complete square. I don't want to do it right now, guys, because I have things all on here. But I'm going to show you some little tricks that she came up with. Now watch this. As you see, we have the John Wick coin collection here. I can't open the door. It won't open. I'm trying hard. It won't open. But get this. Now watch. You get this handy dandy little fake key that I have here. And watch what happens. I put it on the glass. And the door automatically opens up for hidden storage. You can put guns in there, ammunition in there, knives in there. Personal things that you don't want your wife to see in there. Anyway. And then you just close it right back up again like that. And look. She won't open up again, guys. So like I was telling you before, this whole piece rotates into one big square. It's all on hinges, and then it opens up again to this, or you can put it in really any shape you want to put it. Same thing happens with this one here. Lock, 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 lock. I can't get it to open. Put this right over here, and voila. She opens up, and you can hide some things in here. Of course, I have a few things here on my signs here. Money can't buy happiness, but guys, but it can buy guns. And also, one of my favorites, insured by Smith & Wesson, security by Winchester, funeral arrangements made by Kubota or John Deere, whatever you choose. Anyway, up here, we know how pricey ammo is now. So due to the price of ammo, there is no warning shots or anything, Lord. We just keep going with it, guys. Anyway, over here, this is what I call my complaint department. If you don't like something, do me a favor. Please take a number if you're not happy with it. And some boom might just happen. Not sure, but a boom might happen. Anyway, guys, we keep moving along. And like I said, all these operate with my little special key here. And it all locks so you can turn around and do what you want. You can hide whatever you want. You can conceal guns in there. You can do whatever you like. It's a great piece. It's a perfect item. It's very movable. I would show it to you right now, like I said, but I've got stuff on it. On one of my videos in the future, I'll actually take everything off, or I'll mount it certain ways, and you'll see the whole thing shift and move and come into like a square. You can do whatever you want with it. Like I said, this was her idea, guys. She came up with it. It's on a hinge system and a locking system, mounted on the wall with a special mount that she used. Anyway, painting down a little bit more, we have another specialty knife that I have with a couple of throwing knives down right below it. That, if you remember the movie The Expendables, if anybody's ever seen it, those are actually a couple of throwing knives that Jason Statham actually used in the movie. I have a couple of them. Actually, I have 10 of them total. Anyway, turning a little bit further this way. What does that look like, guys? A tissue box. But, guess what? It's not only a tissue box. If you lift, I got this for Christmas, guys, by the way, from my wife. But if you lift this up, it's actually for concealing a weapon. I don't have one in there right now, but you can put a 38 inside of there, fits perfect. You can fit a 380 inside of there, perfect. A little Derringer, whatever you want, you can put it in there. You lay this right on top of it, the tissue box, and then you put this right here over that, and it can conceal a weapon. You can have this in your living room. You can have this in your dining room, your bedroom, whatever you would like is what you can have. Okay, so painting a little bit further now, right below, every man has to have one. And that is, we got to have a humidor. So here's my humidor here, guys. I'm going to open up a tiny bit, not a lot. But you got to have a humidor. Every man's got to have a humidor in their man cave. Anyway, below that, we got an old World War II radio sitting down there. Doesn't work. Tried to make it work, but it doesn't work, unfortunately. Painting over here again, guys. This is a Punisher symbol that I love. That's actually a decal that goes on the wall. My wife made that for me here. We have a vinyl cutting machine. She made that for me, and look at it. It's cool. Might want to get yourself one. You know, you can do whatever you want. These actually, you can buy them on Amazon, but they cost money. This didn't cost money because my wife came up with the idea. Above that, which you saw in the last video a long time ago, my first video that I ever did of the room, I still have my old deer head here, Joe. He's still around. He'll be here forever. Anyway, they say the sign next to it, my wife came up with that warning: baiting deer is illegal. Well, really, guys, we're hunters. It is illegal sometimes, depending upon what size, but hell, you know what? You do have limits, I will say that. But anyway, any deer found on this property will be shot. Anyway, joking. I don't need PETA after me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to step this way a tiny little bit. And over here, I've got a couple of shelves up here. This, you're not going to be able to see it, but this is a wine decanter that my son bought me for Christmas. It's actually a 1911. You can put your adult beverage in there, whether it would be Jack Daniels, wine. You can put beer in there. Or if you want to go the cheap way and you don't have any money, hope everybody remembers the old Boone's Farm and Mad Dog 2020. Because boy, when I was younger, I remember it. Because that was the cheapest liquor we could buy those days. And Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull and Mickey's Big Mouth. Those were great back in the day when I was younger. Not going to tell you how old I am, but as you can tell by the grayness here, I'm kind of old. Anyway, painting a little bit over more, I want you to look at this. This looks like it's a diamond plate outside, and it actually is. This is another idea that my wife came up with. She again put the Punisher symbol, printed it for me, and had it put on this along with some diamond plate. But inside of this, that looks like a normal picture frame, am I correct? But when we open this up like this, that, guys, is my #1 favorite gun that I own out of the ton of guns that I do own. Can't show you all of them because I don't have enough room. They're in safes inside of my walk-in closet, which we'll pan over there in a little while. Anyway, guys, that is a Desert Eagle 1911 government edition. It has never been fired. I bought this firearm about 5 or 6 years ago. Never have I touched this firearm except for take it out this time and actually put it inside of this nice concealment little case here, and that was it. That's all I've done. Then as you look up above that, this is a day bed, as you can see here, but if I get a little thirsty at night and I feel like having a drink, I grab my trusty old flags of Jack Daniels. Take a little swig of that and you'll go right to sleep. You don't need anything else. Don't need sleeping meds, don't need anything. That'll work just fine. Now if you pan up a little bit there, you're going to see another firearm on the shelf. That firearm, guys, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's my second favorite firearm that I've wanted for a very long time, and I purchased it this past Christmas along with a bunch of other firearms that I'm going to show you on a wall in a few seconds. But I purchased this too. I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but if you can throw in your comments and tell me what you think that firearm is right there, there might be a little surprise. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going to give you a little hint though. Starts with an S. Not going to tell you anything else after that. So now we're going to pan over here a little bit more, and I'm sorry I'm stepping in front of the camera a little bit. But over here, this is another contraption that my wife came up with. She wanted to put my arrow through the skull that I had up top there, so she thought that would be funny and cool. So that's what she ended up doing, and it looks neat. So that's part of it too. Now, over here, this is what you didn't see the last time you saw the room too. This is a Killer Instinct crossbow. I wanted this crossbow really, really bad, but you want to hear something funny? Like half of the firearms I have in this room and in my closet and everywhere else around here, it hasn't even been fired yet. Oh, take that back. It has one time, and unfortunately I went through one fence and through another fence and in somebody's yard. That could have been dangerous, but luckily I knew the person whose yard it went through. Nobody was in the backyard, and thank God for that one, because that wouldn't have been nice. Anyway, she thought about this little pelt that I have here. She thought about putting an arrow through there too, like I had shot it, but guys, I didn't shoot that. Anyway, panning down a little bit, you saw this in my opening video a long time ago. This is a 50 cal BMG that actually came off a gunship. I still have that. I won't get rid of that. Down below a little bit, I have a Route 66 sign down there that actually lights up. I don't have it turned on right now, but it actually lights up. I'm going to put it somewhere in the room. I'm just not sure exactly where I'm going to put it yet. Anyway, I'm going to step this way, and I want you to look at two of these signs, guys. And I know that sometimes I might be a little rude. At least people say I am. And some of the shirts I wear aren't very nice, like "You, my friend, should have been swallowed." People sometimes take offense of the shirt, and now I'm wearing "Size Matters." Funny part about it is I get a lot of people ask me, especially women have asked me, older women too. And matter of fact, I had one ask me today. They want a shirt just like this. But somebody asked me, which one do you have? It's more like, which one of these don't I have? That's the key. See? But guys, like I've always said in the beginning, get your tools first, your shotgun, your first carry, your second carry, then worry about your toys that you're going to see in a few minutes, some of my toys. But get your tools first, not your toys first. Some people do the opposite. Not a good thing, unless you're getting a real good deal. Anyway, so over here we have, I'm an American. I'll always do that way. I have the right to bear arms. That's one of my favorite signs. I live by that sign all the time, and I hope everybody who's an American abides by that, because that's the way it is. And then this house is protected by God and a gun. Fuck around. Oops, sorry, didn't want to say that. Bad word, I shouldn't be saying that. I'm going to say it a different way. F around, and you'll meet both of them. One of my favorite signs that I like too. Love that. Matter of fact, I got that on a shirt too. But anyway, so here we're panning over to another Punisher that I like. My wife did this one too. It's actually a door vinyl too that sticks on my door. She did that for me. Great thing that she did too. Again, it was wonderful. She does a lot of these things, like I said, for me. Now, over here, I'm gonna let you see this sign. I don't know if you can see it from where you're at, but I'm gonna take it off this little rack and I'm gonna bring it a little close so you can see it. And I'm gonna let everybody read it. I'm not gonna read it because it's kind of bad words. And I try on my channel, guys, not to curse, but sometimes it does slip. So anyway, I hope everybody got a good look at that. That hangs over here, and I abide by this every day too. So now we come to the great part. This right here is a tipping vise for different, you can either put pistols on this, shotguns, regular guns, doesn't matter. My wife bought this for me too as a vise so I can work on guns, do what I wanted on guns. This is another piece of furniture that got added in. And also, guys, you're going to see from now on when I do further of these videos, you're going to see me sitting behind this desk so I can show you things. Both sides of this desk actually pops up and down, so I can put one side down or one side up or vice versa. I have two microphones here, guys. That's going to be because of guests that I have. Like my son will be coming. Austin will be back again for another return. We'll do some more videos. We might even get my wife in here to do a couple of videos like she did in the past. We might feature her gun again because it seems like everybody likes her gun that she had. her little Taurus 380 revolver that nobody can seem to find. And a couple of people commented on that and said, is that even around? That they can't even find it anymore. Now we get to the fun wall. Alrighty guys, this was actually an idea of my wife's. It's called the rock wall. And as you can see, I have a few of my firearms here. Just to name a few, the TriStar bullpup. I got a Black Aces tactical bullpup. I got a Scorpion Evo. I have a very special, that was handcrafted knife here. This thing, guys, is very, very heavy. So up here, I just threw it up here for cool. I just like it the way it looks. It was neat, so I bought it. Savage 243. Up there was a 6.5 Creed. And then now I'm going to step in front of you for a minute. And I got another, if you look over there above, that's a 44. Below that's the GP100 Ruger. I got some small little pistols here. I got 3 ARs in a row. Some of them, guys, this one I have somewhat dressed. The other two, I don't have a lot of furniture on it yet. I took the furniture off because you really can't put them on the walls really well with all the furniture that goes on these to make them look bad. So I kind of took them off a little bit so that way I have more room. Down here, we got some more of my firearms. The Strybog, the Masterpiece Arms, my old carry gun that I used to carry, my Smith & Wesson. We got the gun that everybody says is no good. But guys, I did the test on this, and everything that High Point says is actually true. There's a High Point 9mm carbine. Very ugly, but a very good gun. I don't care what anybody says. And you know something, on my channel, guys, I will never down any gun manufacturer whatsoever. Because I'll never know, one of these days, they might be a sponsor of mine. So I will never down anybody, any manufacturers whatsoever, any guns, unless, I hate to say it, but there is one. That was Jimenez. I can throw a Jimenez at you and knock you out more than I can even shoot one. Because I bought one years and years and years ago, and it jammed on me multiple times. That's the only manufacturer that I will not buy from. But I don't even think they're in business anymore. Anyway, guys, I'm going to step this way a little bit, and you're going to see more pistols, Ruger Vaquero, Ruger Super Blackhawk. I have a Colt, a 32 Colt there. I've got a couple of Ruger Wranglers. I got some Heritage Rough Riders. I've got a Glock 17 there. Smith & Wesson Shield EZ. I've got different firearms that are sitting there. And guys, this is only a small portion of what I actually have. The closet is full. I just don't have room for everything. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a special treat on what the room looks like and this wall looks like dark. Here we go. Guys, that's it in red. I'm going to change some of the colors here to different colors if I can. We have a little orange. We have, let's see here if I can change it. There we go. So I got different colors of blues I can use. I personally like the blues, and especially, you know what, guys, in your comments, put on, do you like red, blue? I personally like the blue. My wife likes the red, little lighter color there. That color I'm not real happy with, but anyway, it's in here. This color I really don't like, but anyway. And you know, we have some greens if we wanted to throw some greens, a little bit lighter colors. There's like an aqua color, I think that's what you call that. Again, with some blues. I'll throw some orange in there. Different colors, you know, guys. It kind of can do what you want. So I'm going to turn the light on, and I want you to pay attention to one part of this wall. I want you to pan up and look at Gungeon. Notice how that was actually made. That was handmade by my wife. Everything you see there, she actually did by hand. She made the end out of little arrows, actual dial rods, put little tips on the end. She made, as you see, she made the E out of a certain material. She put a shotgun shell in there. She made the G out of what do we call that? That was on my other thing over there. Diamond plate. She made that out of burlap. The N, the U is out of metal, and the G here, guys, is actually made out of kind of like a vest, kind of like a, you know, a bulletproof vest, or you know, any kind of vest you might have. It's made out of that material, and that's what she made that G out of. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Tell me if you like the room. Tell me if there's some things that I can do more to the room. And here in the future, you're going to see me add things. I'll take things down. I'll do different things with the room. But anyway, we're going to get here shortly back to doing some openings of some boxes of some different guns. I'm going to get back into the gun conversations again. I purchased a bunch of guns for Christmas. I'll end up showing you that, guys. And I went today to a local gun store. I talked to the owner of the gun store. If you get a chance, if you live in Florida, if you're anywhere near Dade City, guys, go to West Armory. There's a gentleman in there who owns that store named Kevin. Great place. I went there. Guys, tomorrow's my birthday, so my youngest son took me there today. We did some shooting for a little while. I talked to him again. I'm going to do a video in there probably in about a month or so. He's having some stuff done to the inside of the store, so I'm going to go there and do that. And guys, I'm going to try the end of this month if I can. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to get to the first Tampa, Florida gun show if it's possible and record there. I have to see first what the legality issues are. I'm not sure, but I want to try to get there and see if anything new. I was invited to SHOT Show 2024 because I'm an FFL licensed dealer, but I couldn't make it due to work. So I'm hoping next year I can make it so I can show you what's coming out and everything. But you know what? Clint from Classic Firearms and those guys, they did a great job over there. If you watch their videos on YouTube, they'll show you everything that they saw at SHOT Show 24 and some of the new stuff coming out here in the future, some of the new stuff that's already released. So anyway, guys, I'd like to say thank you. This is the reopening of the room. You saw the grand tour of it. It'll change at times, but anyway, guys, thanks for your likes, subscribes, and comments. If you can continue to do that, maybe make this old man a little bit happier. Have a great day, guys. Peace out. From the Gungeon as always.